Hey y'all! Wichita Falls is rich with history and legend, and that history lies in several historic neighborhoods. And today, we're going to visit just a few of those neighborhoods, and we're starting right now. Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Your Wichita Falls. I'm Debbie Dobbins, real estate entrepreneur here in Wichita Falls, Texas. I share how to live your best life in Wichita Falls, and this channel is dedicated to all things to do that. So if you'd like to get up-to-the-minute information on all things happening in Wichita Falls, please subscribe to our channel by ringing the bell below. We would love that. So let's get started. So way back in September 1882, the first train, some of you don't even know what a train is, arrived and real estate took off like a rocket here in Wichita Falls. It reminds me of another time. Oh yeah, 2020. Crazy. All this was made possible by a gentleman named Joseph Barwise. He's also known as the father of Wichita Falls. There are lots of colorful characters in our history, so check out my video, Founders of Wichita Falls. So, Barwise had a vision to grow this town, and his vision was based on making the community a hospitable place, which is still our number one attribute, so he did a really good job. I talk about this attribute in one of my other videos, the top 10 reasons to move to Wichita Falls, so please check that out. Barwise began to encourage other visionaries to move here to Wichita Falls. And two of those visionaries were J.A. Kemp and Frank Kell, who have the most famous intersections named after them. Kemp and Kell, if you've ever been to Wichita Falls or you plan a trip to Wichita Falls, check out Kemp and Kell. And after Kemp and Kell moved to Wichita Falls, this once small community quickly became a bustling city. They were extremely influential, and the first homes for these visionaries and dignitaries began to spring up all over town. And in 1909, Joseph Kemp and his wife, Flora, bought the entire block between 9th and 10th Streets and Grant and Tilden to build a beautiful 3-story house, which they occupied for so many years. Well, their house is no longer there, but the surrounding neighborhood, named after his wife Flora, was the first suburban residential areas to be developed outside of the central business area of the city. It fittingly was named the Floral Heights District after Flora. And the homes today still loom majestically on brick-lined streets. And as you can see, these homes include many styles, and they stand in testament to the vast history that still lives here. So our next neighborhood is the Morningside Historic District. The development of this 39 acres began in 1918, and when you drive into this secluded neighborhood, it feels like you leave the rest of the world behind you. You don't even feel like you're in Texas. And part of that is thanks to an oil attorney, Harry C. Weeks. Harry and his brother Fred were attorneys during the oil boom and built two of the most distinct homes in all of Wichita Falls. The Weeks Mansion, a 15,000 square foot marvel, and I invite you to watch my video, Weeks Mansion, because it's something else. It's still here today, and Harry built a more modest home in but no less awe-inspiring Morningside. He built this house in the likeness of Thomas Jefferson's Monticello. So you can see this. It is amazing. The homes in Morningside run the gamut of Monticello to Frank Lloyd Wright-inspired Palm Springs bungalows to Tudor houses and just plain gorgeous. As you drive through these windy streets, the large, deep-set yards, a scenic pond, and the incredible seclusion make this a very sought-after neighborhood. I was told over 20 years ago, that it was very hard to buy a home here because no one ever sells in that neighborhood, and that continues today. And so our tour today ends with the Country Club Estates. Now, the Country Club Estates was referred to as the Oil Barons Row. It was one of the city's first highly restricted residential neighborhoods. Imagine that. It was developed by N.H. Martin and W.B. Hamilton. Both of these gentlemen were oil barons and real estate tycoons. Yes, real estate tycoons. That's what they called them back in the day. Now they're just real estate investors. Hamilton built one of the most iconic buildings in downtown to this very day. And his philosophy was that he wanted the best and most opulent of everything. He wanted a place to live that was restricted and over the top, and boy, are some of these homes exactly that. Our country club area boasts some incredible homes and now spills into what is referred to as the University neighborhood. It originally consisted of just 8 miles of tree-lined brick streets, underground wiring, and irrigated parks and gardens, which was super upscale for that time. The country club neighborhood contains the largest collection of the city's larger, older homes and is still known for its quality, grandeur, and variety of styles. It is a direct reflection of those original owners' lifestyles as oil barons of the 1920s. You can find homes for sale quite often in this neighborhood that would cost millions in California and New York, and a fraction of that here. So, that wraps up this episode of Historic Neighborhoods of Wichita Falls. And if you'd like to keep up to the minute with all things Wichita Falls, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you want to buy one of these beautiful houses, you know where to call. Y'all come back now, you hear?